What's up, guys, and welcome back to day 3. What's up, guys, and welcome back to day 3 of the performance upgrade. Today it's time for the exhaust, the 2.5-inch catback. We are going to do some welding and some fitting to get it correct to the rear bumper, and we're also going to tune the ECU, do a flash of the Trionic 7. So let's get it going. So this is what we are working with, a super rusty exhaust. I don't know if you can see in here, they have tried to weld it together, but they did not do a very good job. It's just loose. So I'm just gonna remove this and put in the new one. Exhaust is off, and here is a little comparison of the two. It's not a big difference, but a little bit, and you definitely get another tone to it. Much of the tone is how the muffler is designed and everything. So there's a little bit more volume to this one compared to this one. And the diameter of the piping is a little bit thicker. I think the original is like 2.25 inches and the one I'm changing to is 2.5, so. And here's the exhaust tip that we're gonna polish to make it look super nice. And we're gonna replace this part right here that was in very much need of a change. I don't know how this cleared inspection without any questions. Super rusty. So let's start to line up the new exhaust. been fitting the last pipe. So I'm just gonna measure the hangers. And what I usually do is jack up the exhaust tip where we want it to be. Then weld the hangers. Now it sits super tight, so when you let it down, it usually ends up in the perfect position. So now it sits super tight. Then you weld the hangers, then you let go of the jack, and it will be lowered like 5 millimeters or so. So then it sits perfect. And now now it's not super necessary that it has the perfect fitment, because this bumper is gonna be changed in about a week or so when I have painted the other body kit. So this will do for now. So let's weld up the hangers. I just threw on 2 really small tack welds. There is nothing more that needs to hold this in place. And before I mounted the exhaust tip, I checked the whole exhaust so it's hanging freely and not touching anything. Because if it touches some of these heat shields that's around the exhaust, you will get some really annoying noises. So now it's just to put on the wheels and clean up a little bit on the floor. And I bet I'm pretty dirty too. So clean myself up on the floor a little bit, mount the wheels, lower the car, and then we will disconnect the battery and take out the ECU. So we will do the ECU tune, and then we will take it for a test drive. So here's the computer setup. I got the old ECU hooked up from the 9.3 Aero, and I'm currently reading out the ECU. Usually when I buy a new car, I read out the ECU and I save the ECU. Since this has probably a stage 2 tune, it's nice to save it for future use. You never know when you will need it. So first I'm gonna read out this, then I'm gonna save the original ECU. I'm just gonna read it out so I get the correct VIN number and everything. So the car starts. And I'm not going to use the original ECU for the tune to the car, but I'm going to use the spare part one, so it's always an easy way to get back to the original. But that will never happen. But if something by accident should happen, or if let's say new owner wants it original, then there will be no problem. So I'm gonna let this read out the file, then I will open the file in T7 suite to see what's on the file. So here it is in the air mass result viewer. You can get a feel of the power to the car. My guess is that this is the original program, because the Aero is supposed to have 205 horsepower original, and this shows up to 215, but there will be a little differential. So I'm gonna try to show you how I do this. So let's open the file that we are going to use, and it's a Stage1. So here it's important to get the correct numbers, the immobilizer code and the chassis ID. And we also want open SID. So that's okay. Then I'm going to flash the ECU. Okay. I'm going to choose the program. So we are done. Let's shut down and install it in the car. So for those of you who doesn't know, the ECU sits down here on the 9.3. So you just have to remove the glove box, and then you will access it. So let's install it and hope for the best. So the ECU is installed. Let's see if we got it right. Yes. That's correct. So now it might be a little burbly, or what you call it, a little anxious in the start, because the car has to adapt to the fuel. So we will open up and do a cold start to see how the exhaust sounds like. Got so many modifications done at one time now, so this will be really interesting.
man.